Pilipinas ay isa siya sa mga natuturingang most vulnerable countries, no? In fact, yung very recent study na lumabas on disaster risk, yung Pilipinas ay number 1 na.
Panahon ko noon, syempre, magandang tanawin, bundok, maraming puno, maraming halaman, malinis na ilog, radyo lang, makikinig ng drama, pagkatapos maglalaro, lalabas ng bahay, maglalaro, tumbang preso, doksong tinik, jumping rope, yun na, mga laruan namin, Chinese garter. Positibo para wala akong nakikita. Negatibo, oo. Tulad ng climate change ngayon, madalas, baha, landslide, bagyo, malakas na ulan.
Sari-saring uri ng mga ilegal na pinutol na kahoy ang nasabat ng mga otoridad sa lalawigan ng Laguna.
May bumabagsak na lava mula sa Mount Banahaw pasado alas 6 kagabi. Yun pala'y nilalamon na ng apoy ang paligid ng crater na
kahapon. Tanaw pa rin ang makapal na usok mula sa sulfur vents malapit sa tuktok ng Mount Apo.
Nalaman ang pagbaha sa pagkakaingin sa kabundukan kaya hindi na nito napigil ang tubig.
This is the last remaining watershed in north-central Mindanao. It's supposed to be protected land, but there's less than 10% of the forests left.
Sa mga tao, tulad ng pagbaha, hindi makakapasok sa trabaho yung mga nagtatrabaho sa malayo, baha, malakas ang ulan. So ngayon, kung hindi makapasok yung mga worker natin, walang sweldo. So ano ang mangyayari? Magugutom, maghihirap. Sa pag-uugali naman, malaking epekto tulad ng sa sobrang init. Pag tinanong mo yung isang tao, mainit din ang ulo.
Ecocentrism and anthropocentrism are two contrasting views on the relationship between humans and the environment. Hi, this is Alyssa and I am here to distinguish ecocentrism from anthropocentrism. Ecocentrism holds that all parts of the natural world, living organisms, ecosystems, and even inanimate features like rivers and mountains have inherent value, independent of their usefulness to humans. This perspective asserts that nature deserves respect and preservation for its own sake, and humans are just one part of a much larger ecosystem. An ecocentric view might lead to the protection of a wetland purely for its role in biodiversity, with the belief that every species from plants to animals contributes meaningfully to the ecosystem and should be preserved regardless of human benefit. For example, the conservation of old-growth forests, even if they don't have immediate economic use, aligns with ecocentrism because of the value placed on the forest ecosystem itself and its role in sustaining life. In contrast, anthropocentrism is a human-centered approach that values the environment mainly for its utility to human beings. It emphasizes the preservation and use of natural resources as essential for fulfilling human needs, from food and clean water to recreational spaces and economic resources. An anthropocentric view might support conservation, but with a focus on how environmental health benefits human well-being. For instance, protecting forests for their role in preventing soil erosion, supplying clean air, and providing wood and medicinal plants reflects an anthropocentric perspective. In this view, actions are motivated by how nature serves human interests, prioritizing sustainability, primarily to ensure resources remain available for future generations.